Okay. Okay, not much to say really, but welcome back once more. It's the highly awaited. Finally, Dazza, finally, you got your ass in gear. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the plant mission. So let's not waste any time because we've got one hell of a cutscene coming up. Let me tell you that. But here we are, plant beginning, hard mode. Finally gonna get into it. Loading. So I've finally got everything working with Pinnacle Studio. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit back and let you watch this. I'll be quiet. There's a fair bit of backstory coming up.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Damn.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
So, sneaking mission, of course.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Alright. Yeah, everything appears to be in order. First things first, I just want to apologise if there are any kind of hiccups in the recording, because I still haven't perfected exactly what's happening. But it seems to be good enough for me to put this up on YouTube. I haven't played this game in a very long time, but I'm going to try and remember some of the good stuff about it and exactly how to sneak. I remember one thing, just remembering the controls, yeah, and now you get called again.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
Okay, I'm not even going to bother with that. I know how to swim. Trust me, I know. Yes. Okay. These thermal goggles, nicely hidden away. Oh yeah. Just want to get that. See, we have thermal goggles. Not very useful in here, but we'll need them eventually. I hope the frame rate's decent on this. I haven't had a lot of time to truly, like, you know, test everything out, but it seems to be working okay-ish, so I'm just going to shut up about that. One other thing, because I feel I didn't do very well with the recording of Metal Gear Solid 1, I'm probably not going to be super awesome sauce dead funny in this Let's Play, because this is one of my favourite games of all time. I want to do it justice. I want you to be indulged in it just like I am. So yeah, I'll come out with witty banter at certain points, but most of the time, oh, shaver. I remember that. Kind of. But anyway, yeah, it's nothing to do over here. Yeah, I'll come out with witty banter sometimes, but most of the time I'm going to want to be indulged in this, because it's been a long time since I played this game, so it's kind of for me as well as you. Whoa, someone's getting their asses handed to them. Oh, damn. Ah, showing off the controls. That wasn't me doing that. More talking.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Ah. Mercenaries. Yeah, I'm probably gonna suck at sneaking around in these first few videos of the plant, because it's been forever since I played this. I can't exactly remember the controls too well. And it's difficult to like switch from this and Metal Gear Solid 4, which I've been playing recently. You know, this being an actual sneaking game. Whoa.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all